You're violent.
You gotta be. That's football.
Where did your violence come from? Because you ain't even. When we come to the Rams camp?
Last year.
You had a look like you have a look.
He's mean,
You're
bro.
not
a nice guy.
I'm glad you said it because
He's
I
not
didn't
a
want to
nice
get mad
guy.
at me.
His
because
daddy said he
could
was mean
probably
too.
whoop me and got them flip flops.
He mean,
What is
bro.
that like? Where does that come from? That mean, that violence? That you're laughing now, but we've watched you play like you don't enjoy other people touching you.
Yeah, that's Big Boom. That's my dad. He instilled that to me. He created alphas. I'm an alpha male, so I have somebody you can, speak to be able to get things off your chest, off your heart. And ain't nothing wrong with sharing some tears, because sometimes you feel a lot better when you get them. You cry a little bit. Honestly, that's just a part of being a man. I consider myself an alpha male. The toughest guy, but I'll share some tears quick for it. You know what I'm saying? About my family, about my emotions. It's just what it is.
It's okay to cry is a phrase many young men will never hear, as we are taught from a young age to suck it up and be a man, to never let our emotions show, especially our sad emotions, as that makes us seem weak. That makes us seem like we're not a protector. That makes us seem like we're not a true man. And that is a harmful mindset. But we are taught from a young age that we cannot use all of our emotions, even though all those emotions are what makes us us. You are taught to hold them in, and you should not hold them in, as that will lead to immense amounts of stress. If you are tired or you are sad and you are told to just keep that in, don't share it with anybody, or that'll make you seem undesirable, most people won't. And that leads to depression, that leads to thoughts of suicide, and that is harmful to everybody. It's tragic when somebody passes from self-harm, and it could have been avoided by them just talking to somebody, but since they were told to hold it and not share, then they let it out in their own ways. Everybody deals with stress differently. Some people, they act out violently. Some people isolate themselves from everybody else. Some people just get on games and try to relieve the stress that way. But there's no set way people respond to stress or depression. It's a very difficult thing to deal with, as everybody's brain is wired differently. But that is what this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I thought, since I know people that have suffered from depression, that I know some people that have been taught harsh things since a child, things such as mental health is false. If you feel depressed, suck it up. You're not depressed, that's fake, and other harmful things like that. I thought I would talk about this. I personally don't have depression. I can't speak for everybody. I feel stress at times. It's never that bad. But I know people, men and women, don't take this as it's only for men. Whereas women also suffer from these. But this is for men, in my personal opinion. Always find somebody to talk to. Talk to your friends. Make sure they're feeling okay, as you never know what somebody's going through. Somebody could be contemplating suicide. Even if they're just saying it as jokes, you should always check in with them to make sure they don't try anything rash. I had a friend that passed about 5 months ago from suicide, and none of us knew that he was going through what he was going through. It's just one day we checked the news and he passed, and I think about it sometimes. Like, I wonder if I could have helped him avoid that. It's such a tragic thing to go through, as you, even at a young age, people go through all of this. Like, lives are hard. You can't deny that, but it doesn't need to be hard alone. You always have somebody to talk to, and that's just something we're not taught to do as young men. And that's sad. You should always look for help. You don't need to go through life alone. And it doesn't help that a lot of the male self-improvement channels, I wouldn't just say Red Pill, but it's not just them, kind of ignore mental health. They're always about making money, getting women, going to the gym. But it's never talk to your friends, get your mental right. It's always physical, as they kind of just ignore that mental health is a factor at all. A mentally strong man is arguably better than a physically strong man. It's arguably better than a wealthy man, as you help raise up other men like that. A good leader is always trying to better their men's mental health, or just health in general, but mental health is real health. And people just ignore that, especially men. If there's anything you get from this video, it's to check on your friends, make sure their mental's right, and then talk to them about yours. I know some people don't have many friends, and if you're one of those people, or you're just too, just what I'm looking for, shy wouldn't be the right word. If you're too shy to share your issues with your real friends, then you can leave it in the comments, as there's people here that probably gone through the same thing you have. I might have gone through the same things you have, and it's okay. There's always people that are willing to listen to you. There's always people willing to help. Sorry guys, I'm a little sick. I haven't posted a video in a couple weeks. I mean, like a week. I was hoping it would get better by now, but it really hasn't. But talk to people you know. Make sure they're alright. Take them out to dinner. Take them anywhere. Just help your friend's mental. Help your own mental. And that's the message of this video. No matter how funny it is to mess with people's mental in video games, as I'm not gonna lie, I'm a major perpetrator of that. You should try to limit that. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what could set them off the edge. It could be funny to bully somebody into a corner and siege with a bunch of shields. You don't know if that's their final straw to pass. We all remember happened to man. He passed playing Overwatch. We don't know what could happen during those games to make him overdose. Or it could have been accidental. But still, those drugs were his way of coping with whatever he was going through. So that's this message. Be careful of your friends' mentals or random people's at that point. You shouldn't be trying to hurt anybody. And just be kind. Yeah. That was just my point for this video. I don't know what I'll see you next. So good morning, good evening, and good night.
Okay, your middle name is Macho, but I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has Macho Man ever cried?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles, and I've slithered with the snakes, and I've been everywhere in between, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees, yeah. And I understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.